Hello my beautiful souls and welcome back to my channel. Today is obviously the part 2 of Get to Know Me video and I'm really excited. So if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Sanja. You can subscribe if you want to. The point of my channel is to have something like not heavy, just light, and to try and make your life better. And even if it just you clicked on my channel as opposed to something that would maybe lower your vibration, is still for me amazing. So today, to part 2, I got my questions in my little notebook, and let's get started, because knowing me and how much I like to explain certain things, this is gonna be, again, not a short video, but I don't care. So number 16, because in the previous video I mentioned 15 facts about me, so I'll link that video down below if you want to see it, and if you haven't seen it yet. Number 16, my fiance and I were set up. Now this is a story that almost everyone asks, how come we ended up together? We live in different countries, we didn't even know each other, and I was living in Graz, Austria, and it was my friend's wedding, and I was supposed to go to Serbia to, for her wedding. And she actually said, listen, I have this amazing guy, he's the same as crazy as you are. Those were her words. And she was like, you have to meet him. And she sent me his picture from his Facebook profile. And I said, no. No. Everyone knows this. My first reaction was no. Actually, what I thought were two things. Either she didn't like me anymore, so she wanted to do something, or she fell on her head and didn't know what she was doing. Those were the only two options. Like, there were no other, like, why? Because his picture was so... But in the end, it turned out that he was just playing around, goofing around. But it was like, what? No, I'm not going to be with someone who's, blah, blah. No. Anyway, we ended up meeting each other, and actually the groom, he was like, have you met him yet? And I was like, no. So we ended up meeting each other, and I was like, yeah, great, hi, bye. I have to go run around the bride and stuff. It was all excuses, obviously. And there was the wedding, this was in their apartment, and then the wedding was at the church. He approached me again. I was like, hey, hi, and bye. So I was just avoiding him, Anyway, it was at the restaurant now, and that's where they did the proper wedding. And when it was all over, I didn't have any more excuses to go and be with the bride. I had to just... So I ended up talking. Basically, we spent the rest of the evening together, just dancing, goofing around and stuff. We spent the next night together as well, because it was on the second day of the wedding. We started to get to know each other a bit better, but basically that's how it all started. So in the end, we started dating, and we have a child together, and yeah, so yeah. Lovely, we met at a wedding. Number 17, which has nothing to do with, obviously I'm jumping around, but this is where I couldn't believe that my fiance was the same, because I never met someone who had this. He was like me. I was addicted to garlic. I don't mean addicted like I loved it, but addicted, I needed to have it. And this was going on for maybe a year and a half. If you could smell me now, I actually smell of garlic as well. Never mind. But I am not addicted to it anymore, luckily. But before, I used to buy the whole garlic, like the whole thing. But I would actually wait until the evening, so I wouldn't go outside smelling around like garlic and stuff. But I would eat the whole thing, and I would always go, just one more, two cloves, gone. I tried to buy maybe 2 so I could have one for the next day, but if I had 2, I would eat both of them. So basically every single day I would buy 1, because I knew if I had more I would eat everything. And every evening I would eat garlic, the whole thing, every day. And it was, I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have it, but I made sure I had it. And like, people get addicted to alcohol, and I don't know what, I was addicted to garlic, like proper addiction to garlic. But obviously it's not good to be eating garlic that much. So one period I actually stopped eating it completely. It was almost like a little rehab. Nowadays I just eat it regularly, like with other things. Maybe eat garlic more than regular people, like other people do. But yeah. So next thing that I would like to discuss, again related to food, which are gonna be the next 2 anyway. I love healthy food, so I'm not. My mom was always cooking healthy food, and we always would have her like lessons, not lessons, but you know, this fruit or vegetable, or this is good for this, and this has vitamin this, and this is. I didn't really like it, listening to it, but I still to this day adore healthy food. And if it's something that you don't like, or you know, people like maybe some unhealthy stuff, which I'm not saying that I don't, but I adore healthy food. So I was never picky in that sense, and I don't mind, you know, if someone says, yeah, only have to eat healthy food and salads, and I would say, sure, why not? Yeah. So I'm sorry if you thought that I didn't like, and God knows, but yeah, I like healthy food. My guilty pleasure, which is 19, and please, anyone who likes this, comment down below, because I still haven't met a person who does this. Maybe it's, you know, maybe a lot of people do this, but I don't know. My guilty pleasure, and this I can eat every day. I'm not addicted to it, but I love it so much. And I don't, if you can guess it, try before I say it. Try and pause the video and say it. But my guilty pleasure is, what do you think? It's hummus on bread with ketchup on it. And you know, some people like hummus on bread is fine, but I do put ketchup on it, not a lot, but I do. And oh my god, this I could eat for breakfast, lunch and dinner. I would never get bored of it. When I go to shops, I'd buy at least 2 tubes of hummus, because even that is gonna go pretty fast. But there was one, I'm not addicted to it. For once, I don't know why they stopped. They have it, something happened anyway. For a month you couldn't buy it. I didn't miss it. I didn't like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? There's no hummus. But I really do love it. So that's my guilty pleasure. If anyone does this, like hummus and bread and ketchup, please let me know. So just, you know, we can form a group, hummus, ketchup, bread. Yeah. Oh, love me. Anyway, 20, I wrote chocolate and ice cream. And why? Because before I was pregnant, I'm not a sweet tooth, so I don't eat sweets. I don't gummy bears, nothing that sort. I'm sort of not a sweet tooth, so I don't have that type of thing. But before I was pregnant, so basically the most of my life, I wouldn't necessarily eat sweets, but I could eat ice cream, kilos of it or pounds of it or whatever. I could eat, like, I would get family to big tube of ice cream, and I could eat it all by myself with a spoon. That was my, you know, sweet stuff. Obviously I love fruit, like I mentioned, I love healthy stuff, but like that sweet, not good stuff for you, it was always ice cream. Once you got pregnant, it was chocolate, and it's been going on ever since then. So now obviously my daughter is 15 months old. It's all like, you know, later on it's not ice cream anymore because I tried like vanilla ice cream or stuff like that. It doesn't work anymore unless it's chocolate. So now everything, if it's chocolate, it's fine. If it's not, I'll maybe eat it, but it's not gonna satisfy that need of, I don't know why, whether it's iron in it, that cocoa has it. I don't even mind whether it's dark chocolate, whatever chocolate it may be, whether it's cake, I don't care. But it has to be chocolate. So again, I don't have to eat it every day. I'm not addicted to it. But if I am gonna eat anything sweet, it has to be made out of chocolate. Even if it's ice cream, it's not ice cream per se anymore. It's chocolate. Did you get it? It's chocolate. This is 20, by the way. So we still have like 13 more. 21, I love water. I'm gonna try and split these things up because this will never end. I love water, and for some people who don't, I hear these things all around. I don't like water, I don't like drinking water. How can you not love drinking water when we're made out of water? I mean, obviously, not everyone is gonna like everything. I get it, don't think I don't. But because I like it, I'm like, how can you not like it? We need it. It's, you know, so I don't, before I used to drink though cold water. Now I'm more of a warmer water type. Don't know how that happened. But now I actually put cold water in the cup and heat the water in the kettle, put it on, because I've heard because of the pipes from the boiler and stuff, whatnot, it's just better to put cold water. So I just boil the whole cold water and put it in. And yeah, I love water. 22, obsessed with brushing my teeth. I was 10-15 years ago. Basically, if I would get upset or something would happen, brushing my teeth would relax me and calm me down. And yeah, I don't know, again, if anyone has these things, like, of course I'm not alone. I'm just like, where are you guys? So I used to, this is a long time ago, I used to even brush my teeth for an hour. I would watch a show on TV and just brush my teeth. It's not good. You should brush your teeth like 3 times each side. But it would just calm me down. I used to love it. And in one moment, I actually can't say stop brushing my teeth. I never stop. I can't go to bed if I don't brush my teeth. I can't fall asleep. Like, I have to brush my teeth. But I don't maybe floss as I used to. Before it was like, and after every single meal I would floss, I would brush my teeth. I don't do after every single meal. But my brother once got me this kit, 4 toothbrushes, you had that spray for your mouth, toothpastes, floss, like it was everything teeth related. And I think I was so happy. It wasn't even, he was just, here you go, you know. I just love anything related to it. And mouthwash, I don't know if I said that, but I love it to this day. I don't do it as much, thank God, because I think my teeth would not exist anymore. Yeah, I still, again, like I said, I can't go to bed without brushing my teeth, just like one of the things you do. 23, in the kindergarten, I had both husband and a lover. Yeah. So I think we got married again. I think we had a ceremony and stuff. And I had these, I remember having white gloves, but I don't know if those were worn on the wedding anyway. I got married, obviously not legally. And I don't know what I was, like 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, something like that. And I had a husband, and then we went outside in the field, and I was picking up some flowers, and this boy came, kissed me on the cheek, and he became my lover. And I remember even saying, but it wasn't me, I didn't even know that he was gonna kiss me, I didn't do it. He did it, like, I didn't want to. Anyway, everyone ended up, he's your lover, you're cheating on your husband. So again, oh my god, yeah, I had both husband and a lover in the kindergarten. but again, I didn't cheat on him. He kissed me. Like I was just picking flowers. Yeah. 24 is I got F's on purpose. When I was in 8th grade, we had this history teacher, and as much as I loved history, I still do, but not as maybe, like I used to do. Like I used to do. Let's just go with it. And she loved me. She kept saying I was a golden child, but big but. Apart from everyone being afraid of her and stuff like that, I never was. But everyone, she would say to some one of my classmates, like, you're ugly, or you're stupid, or you're fat. And I couldn't believe that this teacher would actually, we're just like, what, 12, 13 years old? You're not supposed, even before, because she used to, from 5th to 8th grade, basically, what is that? I don't know, since 10 to 13, something like that. So for 4 years, she was a history teacher. And for you to, I mean, I remember even people just crying. It wasn't like, what, because they don't know history, because they don't know, it was so horrible. And I decided to teach her a lesson. So I got an A. It's like we had like half term. So you got the first half of the year you get a grade, and then for the second you have a grade, and basically your end result is those two numbers put together and then divide by 2. So I knew if I got an F, I would have a C in the end. Anyway, she would ask me in the second half, like, Sanja, get up, and I'm like, I didn't study, you can put an F. And she's like, no, I'll ask you 3 questions. I'm like, no, I did. She would ask me all 3, I would say, I don't know. I think she wrote an F, like, looking at me, just, I don't even know how she hit my box. And on the test, I would put the empty test. I was so, I mean, obviously she didn't know why I was doing it, but I just couldn't do it anymore. And to cut long story short, she did say, like, out of all the years of teaching, in, I don't know, 17, 20 something, I can't remember now, years of teaching, it's my first time that some student has 3 Fs in my brackets and all A's in all the other subjects. So I had A's everywhere: chemistry, physics, math, Serbian, English, music, arts, you name it. Every single one of them had all A's, tests, everything. But with her, I had 3 Fs. And obviously, I guess she could, hope she'd learn something from it, but I don't think so. But anyway, when we were putting our wishes, and obviously got C in the end, when we put our wishes for our high school, my mom came with me, and because our head teacher was ill, she was covering for her. And she told my mom, your daughter didn't study history, she had 3 Fs. The thing was that I was studying history, and my mom was reviewing my knowledge of history, and I knew everything. I just didn't want to say anything. So my mom was like, how dare you give my daughter an F? She studied, I was reviewing her from the book, she knew everything, how dare you? I actually didn't know my mom was going to do this, and I was like, yeah, Mom, tell her. Basically, that's what I did. But again, I got into the high school that I wanted. Everything was fine. Obviously, that nothing was. But yeah, oh my God, I still laugh at that. So anyway, justice. I was all for justice back then. 26 is music. I love all sorts of music. It depends on my mood, from rap to rock. I used to listen. When I was a teenager, I listened Britney Spears, Metallica, Avril Lavigne, obviously Serbian musicians as well, but I would mix it all up together. It just depends on the mood that I was in. So yeah, I used to go to elementary school wearing Iron Maiden t-shirt. So again, just depending on the mood, I love, honestly, like, not every single artist and every single song, but in terms of genre of the music, I love everything. 27, I love Can you guess? You can't. I love touching veins. I don't know if someone else, again, in all these weird ones, can you just put down if you have one of those as well? But I love, especially guys, when they, do, and I just did that. That's my, I can do that for ages. So my fiance does it sometimes, and I just go like this. It doesn't matter who it is, it doesn't matter, just like, I do it even on myself. If I do something and my veins pop up, or sometimes it happens on the foot or something, it doesn't, wherever they are on the arms, I just go like this, and I love them. I don't know why, I never know why, but just that squishy mushy, whatever it's called, thing when you touch them, I don't know why, I love it. Do you too? 28th, I love psychology, and I've been reading psychology books, I think, since 6th grade. I love it to this day. I just love psychology. Probably there's not going to be time to read all of them, obviously, but yeah. Let's skip to that one. Love psychology. Yeah. 30. This is my only, celebrity crush that I ever had. I never believed in them, but since I had one, I must have, just at least a bit. But I never had a guy crush that I didn't know, or, oh my god, he's cute, I don't know him, I have a crush on him. I never had that, apart from this, and I'll tell you who it is. But yeah, I never do. I remember when I was in elementary school, and all these girls would put their not makeup, it's not like the day, but maybe a lip gloss, and putting the hair together and stuff. And there was this guy from high school coming to teach I don't know about what. He was coming to teach us something, but whether it was drugs or something like that. And I remember all of the girls were so excited. Oh my god, I have a biggest crush on him. And I was like, oh, when did you meet? Like, where, how? And they're like, no, we haven't met yet. And I remember thinking, how can you like a guy you don't even know him? But again, I have celebrity crush. So my one and only celebrity crush is, drum rolls, Johnny Depp. Like, one and only. I've never had a celebrity crush ever since then, but I don't know what it was about him, but that was like, if I could meet any celebrity, I think in this moment it would be him, just so I can say to that little girl inside me, yeah. But yeah, I still love him as an actor. I mean, god, he can act, wow. But yeah, that was my crush, Johnny Depp. Some people there was a time when people were divided between Brad Pitt and Johnny Depp. Like, those were the two, brackets, groups where you would go forward to, I don't know. And I was, again, Johnny Depp. Did I say Johnny Depp? Johnny Depp. 31. I'm allergic to cheap jewelry. And I don't know if there's a word in English for that, but because in Serbian there is, and it's bijuteria, if anyone wants to learn. But basically it's cheap jewelry, so it's not made from gold, it's not made from, I'm not even sure how I react to silver. But anyway, what I do, because obviously I love, jewelry that it's not made out of gold, I put, because maybe this will help someone, I put translucent nail polish over it, over the bit that goes into my ear, and that actually protects it, because if I don't, my ear gets all swollen up. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Does that, and starts bleeding. And honestly, like, the reaction, if I wear like a ring made out of that cheap material, it goes green like in a matter of half an hour. So I can't, it is a bit weird with, for now at least, with bracelets. I didn't have that issue, but with rings, again with earrings, I have to do it because it hurts. It's terrible. It's like an open wound stuff, which anyway, but it also helps with, if you have, again, ring, if you want to do it, it helps with that. I don't do it anymore, but with that you can do it. And if you have, what are those called? Like, you know, those sparkle? Oh my god, I can't remember. But it's like fake diamonds, but it's not diamonds, but it's, you know, you'll know what I mean. If you have those, if you put nail polish on it, it's gonna help it stay on it longer. Me and my mates, her sister and me ordered the same belly button piercing. It was full of them, and because I do it with every single jewelry that I have now, if it's not made out of gold, I put a nail polish on it through the whole thing, and one of them actually came out, fell out. With them, I think it fell out like in the first few days, and she was like, "Oh, did this happen to you?" No. And then, but because it's my habit now, every single time I buy jewelry, I receive jewelry, I just do that. And yeah, that stays longer, it protects your ears. So yeah, if you have the same challenge, try that. For me, it helped. I don't know, I haven't heard that from anyone. I just figured out to try it, and I've been doing this for a long time, so I don't know how I found out to do that. But I didn't have that allergy my whole life. It started maybe 8-9 years ago, something like that. I don't even know how it started, but yeah, try it. 32, I love photos. I love developing photos. I actually even put some photos in the album yesterday, but I developed so much, and I still have tons to develop. When you have a child and today's technology, you take like 500,000 pictures, and your memory, like storage in the phone, it's gone in a matter of really quick. But yeah, so develop pictures, put her, if she grows up, and she one thing she can't say when she grows up is that she didn't have her childhood photos. I don't do it maybe as much as I did the first year, but I still do. And the only thing I wish is that there was a way that we can print out like a video type of it. Obviously we can't, but that would be awesome, because I know the phones will die and stuff, and I try to save them in all these different places where you can, but you just never know. But anyway, yeah, I love photos. I love photo albums. I do it for other people as well. I just love photos. And my final one, wow, we made it. It's 33. I just put favorite destinations and traveling. Basically, I know I haven't traveled a lot, but for some people I traveled maybe even, they would wish to do that. So I obviously now live in England, but I've been living in Austria for a little bit. Traveling wise, I've been France, I've been Italy. I love Italy. I've been to so many places in Italy. I love Italy. I can't tell you how much I love Italy. Anyway, France, Italy, that I've actually stayed somewhere, because me and my fiance drove from England to once even Greece and back, which is roughly 7,000 miles. But we go to Bulgaria usually, stop by in Serbia obviously. So I've stayed Greece, Bulgaria, Serbia, obviously I'm from Serbia, but different places. Been to Montenegro. We've only drove through Croatia, because I've never stayed in Croatia. Slovenia. We stayed in Holland for one night, but we haven't actually seen much, so I don't know if that counts. Hungary. I did stay in Germany a few times. Never lived in Germany, but I've stayed a few times in these little places, again, when we would drive through and just find this little town, we'd stay in, then we would go sightseeing and stuff. Lovely. Where else? There are these other, Belgium. Anyway. But again, I haven't stayed in many of these places, so I would love maybe sometimes to be in Germany maybe for a little bit, just a bit longer than maybe a few days. But again, because we did so many things, like, okay, we'll spend the night here and go sightseeing tomorrow. It was actually pretty good, because I love those things when you don't actually plan where are you gonna go. You just decide, okay, we're gonna stop here, let's see what's around us, and we'll drive to there. And all of the times that happened turned out really, really good. Again, if anyone is considering going to Graz, I love it. Again, maybe not some people's choice, but I love Graz and I love it. Again, I love Italy, I love it. Paris, like it, been there a few times, love it, but I'm more of like, I love Italy. So I know for some people this is gonna be, how can you, I don't hate it, I don't you know, I love it, but I just love other things a bit more. And in Rome is, I think, probably my most favorite. I know it sounds like it's capital, but I love it. Venice, lovely. Lido di Jesolo, if I'm pronouncing it right, is this small town. Out of all of the places where I've been, it's the cheapest one, was the cheapest when I went. And it was just beautiful. Yeah, I also been to Vatican, the state on its own, and I've been to San Marino. San Marino, it's don't wear heels, because it goes like, it's really steep. Don't wear heels, but again, lovely, and the views from San Marino. But I love Vatican. I love Vatican. I actually got lost in Vatican, but everything turned out fine. But it was like, how could this happen? Because you know when you have a tourist guide and you have these earphones, they talk to you about certain things, but I just wanted to enjoy what I'm seeing, that I turned them off. And there was so many people, like we had to wait outside, I think 5-6 o'clock in the morning. So, and even then the line was huge. So if you're gonna go and see Vatican, go when it's not maybe as crowded, when it's not the season for it, because you have to go really early so you can get in. In one moment, the Pope came. I didn't even see the Pope. I just figured out, where is my group? Like, what happened? I turned the earphones on. You can't hear anything. I'm like, try to get out. Everyone is trying to get in. Everyone is trying to see Pope. I'm just trying to find my group. I went outside. You can't get outside. It's like so close. I was the only person who like, I don't want to see Pope. I just let me go. Anyway, in the end, I found someone else from the group. And this was in high school, by the way, when I got lost. We were all on like excursion to see the Vatican. And I found someone else, and I'm like, oh my god, does anyone? Because it wasn't like it is today. Luckily they did. They phoned someone up. We, heard where they were. We went there, but it was like, I didn't even look to see the Pope, and everyone was like, Pope. Yeah, so anyway, but yeah, so I love Italy. Did I say I love Italy? But my wishes is to go and one day see Seychelles. And I remember this guy actually saying, you should go and to visit every single other place that you want to, and other beaches if you want to go there, because once you see Seychelles beaches, you will never want to look back, because like they're the most beautiful on the earth. And since that story, I'm like, oh my god, I want to see that. So I think that's on my bucket list. I mean, I don't think it's on my bucket list. It is on my bucket list. But again, I don't want to see it now, but one day when, I see but I've never been, again, outside Europe. That's where I've been. I don't think I'll go much more like north, because I don't like being cold. But yeah. So that is 33 things about me. I hope you enjoyed. If you watched till the end, I mean, if you're still watching, subscribe because you obviously like it. And thank you again so much for watching my videos. Thank you for trying to lighten your mood up. Thank you for, being in this world, co-creating with all of us. We're all in this together. Every single one of you is important. And just again, thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time. Love you. Bye.